All right, you guys, peep game. I've been meaning to talk about this for the last couple of days. A lot of stuff been going on, so I'm gonna knock out a few videos on my way to work. You guys know I'll put the pictures in later on. The objective is to get the videos out first. Y'all already know how I roll. All right, so now let me talk about a subject that's been brewing over the last few days. Now, we all know that Devin Haney became a mandatory for Vasily Lomachenko. Now, keep in mind, people say Vasily Lomachenko is this, he's that, and he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Well, there's going to be further opportunity to prove it. Now, there's a rumor going on that he could be elevated to franchise champion, and if he's elevated to franchise champion, then that means there's a possibility that him and Devin Haney, a fight between them, might not take place. And I think that would be a bad look on Vasily Lomachenko's part. At the end of the day, you're going to have diehard fans that's going to defend somebody no matter what, no matter how wrong they are, but this would be a bad look because at the end of the day, as I said before, I didn't met Vasily Lomachenko. He don't seem like he's a bad person, but I think the weight and the pressure that they put on him via the media and then just other people, other YouTubers, you know, and most of those YouTubers that have put him on this extremely high pedestal are basically non-white channels. And so you already know what I'm saying. They feel like that's their, you know what I'm saying, that's their hope. As Dante would say, the hope list. But he is a nice guy. He seemed like he a nice guy. But when you try to say somebody is better than some of the greatest fighters that ever lived who fought from anywhere to 50 to 100 plus fights, and and you try to say that a dude that got less than 20 fights is an all-time great, that's just preposterous. It's preposterous, and it's a disrespect to the people that came before him. That is just, you know, preposterous. One, the dude started at 26, so he had all these amateur fights, so it kind of got him prepared for the pros. And like I said, he didn't have a solid run, but at the end of the day, let's not make it look like this dude didn't beat pound for pound fighter after pound for pound fighter, and you got these dudes sitting up here trying to say, well, look how fast he did it. Well, he took a shortcut, to be honest with you, because he should have started at 21, and he chose to do a second Olympic run. And I know people gonna get on here bashing me, but that's fine, because I don't care. Because, see, that's the thing. I don't be worried about that. Because when you say all kind of crazy shit, it motivates me more to come on here and talk even worse. And like I said before, I have nothing personal against Vasily Lomachenko, but I feel that it's a disrespect to have this dude as an all-time great. And his resume ain't that damn great. Because it's really, it's deceiving. Real talk. The only pound for pound fighter that he's beat is Guillermo Rigondeaux, and he had to move up 2 weight classes. And like I said before, you ain't an all-time great if you lose your second professional fight. And I heard some clowns sitting up saying, well, that's the only argument we can hold on to. Well, that's the only argument we need to say that he isn't. And you can holler about the low blows and all that kind of stuff. Well, you didn't hear him complaining about it. So he lost the fight. So that debunks this whole thing about him being an all-time great. It don't matter whether other fighters lost fights. You trying to say this dude is better than a lot of people that they fought. Yeah, Marvin Hagler, other dudes lost fights early in their career, Bernard Hopkins. But by fight 16, they wasn't saying they was an all-time great as well. So that's how you counter that, bitch. So, with that being said about Vasily Lomachenko, it's only going to get tougher for him. And see, that's the thing. We don't put pressure on guys like Vasily Lomachenko to fight the best dudes out there. Well, I do. But the people that say he's one of the best out there, they don't put pressure on him to fight the dudes that's on the come up. Now, will Devin Haney be ready for Vasily Lomachenko in 3 to 8 months? You never know. Vasily Lomachenko is going on 32. So we will see. But we already know if Devin Haney beats Vasily Lomachenko, the excuses will fly. People will do everything in their power to discredit him. I promise you that. I promise you that. If Tank fights Vasily Lomachenko and he stops him, people will do everything in their power to discredit Tank. And we all know why that is. It's the same thing with Vasily Lomachenko that you have with Triple G and other fighters. They will be okay if Vasily Lomachenko loses to somebody possibly like Lopez, which I don't think Lopez can beat Lomachenko at this time. But if Lomachenko loses to somebody like Devin Haney, Victor Kami, or Tank, his fans won't be able to stomach it. And you know why that is. But anyway, this your boy Town Biz. I'm out.